Hi guys, my name is Kas and you are watching my Reckless Couch Potato channel. English is not my native language, but I hope you will understand me. 8 months ago I weighed about 109 kilograms. Now I am 88 kilograms. That's how I looked a year ago. And this is me now. I have made several attempts to lose weight over the past 15 years. And only the last attempt brought the desired result. Now I can share with you some changes in my diet and lifestyle that helped me to lose weight this time. I made this video to briefly highlight the main changes I introduced to my nutrition and lifestyle. So let's get started. The first thing, I tuned myself psychologically. I told myself that I would not blame myself if nothing works out. But on the other hand, I started an internal conversation with myself. I said to myself that the time has come to begin lose weight in order to improve my health. I just started to softly but confidentially tune in myself that I need these changes in nutrition and lifestyle. The second thing, no sugar. I have refused products that contained added and refined sugar.
No way!
It was very difficult. I really loved everything sweet before. Each meal I ended up with either a cake or a candy or some pastries.
Wow!
I just could not live without sugary food. And then I had to completely abandon them. It was a tragedy for me, but I had to do it. At first I thought to reduce the amount of sweet gradually. But then I read various articles about how added sugar works in the body and came to the conclusion that I need to completely abandon all sweets.
I got it!
Of course, I had no illusions and realized that the added sugar can be in different forms, even in the salty foods I buy at the supermarket or order at the restaurant. But its quantities there are minimal and not critical for my new lifestyle.
Are you sure?
But living without something sweet is basically impossible. I would even say that to some degree the life becomes senseless without sugar.
No way!
Therefore, I found for myself several types of sweet substitutions. You can get to know about them in my other videos. The third thing, I stopped eating bread and other pastries.
Wow!
I was lucky, I had eaten little bread before. Therefore, refusing from bread in my diet was not so painful.
I got it!
I replaced bread with pita bread. That is the same kind of bread, but it has dough without yeast.
I got it!
It's tasty and low calories product. Its calorie content is approximately 270 kilocalories per 100 grams.
Are you sure?
And you do not eat it so much, maybe 50 grams at a time. The fourth thing, I removed from my diet all foods that contain yeast. Yeast products are in bread and other products made of dough.
I got it!
Also, you can find yeast in beer or some similar drinks. Sugar and yeast are friends who are just waiting to meet together in your stomach and begin to roam there.
No way!
Yeast is not a very good ingredient. It creates an environment in the stomach for the fermentation of different bacteria. So I would advise you to avoid products with yeast. The fifth thing, I began to avoid complicated dishes, because the more complicated the dish, the less you understand how the cook prepared it. What he put in there, how much oil or fat is inside, if there are any sugar inside. So these complicated dishes are becoming kind of mysterious food for you. So you need to switch to more understandable dishes, I would say.
I got it.
Therefore, I began to eat and order in the restaurant simple dishes where it's clear how they were prepared. For example, meat with vegetables or fish with rice or anything like that. The sixth thing, I almost completely eliminated fried foods and switched to stewed, steamed or boiled foods.
Wow.
I say almost because it's impossible to avoid fried food in a family where my beloved wife has to cook one meal for me and for herself and for our children. Therefore, of course, from time to time she fries something in oil, but she fries it using just a very little quantity of oil. The seventh thing, I did not follow any of the diets.
Wow.
I am strongly against diets. It's impossible to diet for a lifetime. It's a torture. I just started counting calories.
I got it.
I read the composition and the number of calories on the packages of products I buy at the supermarket. I roughly calculate the number of calories in dishes that I order in restaurants. I also learned how to find simple and low-calorie dishes even in fast food restaurants like McDonald's or Domino's Pizza or Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Are you sure?
Yes, you can find low-calorie food even there.
I got it.
Counting calories leave almost all your favorite foods in your diet, and this is very important. It's just that you begin to count very roughly how much you have already eaten and how much more you can eat.
Are you sure?
I do not avoid dinners with friends in restaurants. I just need to figure out how much I can still afford to eat during the lunch with them. I am an office worker. I have to consume 2000 kilocalories per day. So in order to start losing weight, I just needed to reduce the number of calories I consume to 1800 kilocalories per day and start some physical activity. The eighth thing, I began to do simple fitness workouts 3 times a week in the evenings. These exercises were selected for me by my beloved wife.
Wow.
Exercises take no more than 30 minutes, but they gave a huge boost in the metabolism in my body.
I got it.
I made a separate video about such a complex of exercises, and I'm sure that everyone will be able to safely perform them at home. The ninth thing, I tried not to have dinner after 7:30 p.m.
Wow.
It was complicated, but I had to introduce this change in my meal schedule. Because if I eat even the healthiest food at 10 p.m., then I will simply not have time to digest it before bedtime. Change number 10. I did not exclude either fatty foods from the diet or carbohydrates.
Wow.
I just started to avoid saturated fats, fatty pork meat or mayonnaise, and do not eat fried foods in fatty oil.
I got it.
I started to eat nuts. I was always indifferent to nuts, but what a great product is nuts.
Are you sure?
I started to eat nuts, stewed fish and beef, olive oil and low-fat cheeses, and these products are the perfect choice of unsaturated fats for your daily balance.
I got it.
And I did not deny myself carbohydrates as well. Carbohydrates are energy. You need them. I just switched from simple carbohydrates such as cake or bread to complex ones. These are vegetables and fruits, maybe cereals. Therefore, my food, my diet was pretty balanced because it contained fats, carbos and proteins. Change number 11. Food at work. I try to take food from home for lunch at work.
Wow.
I used to be humorous to workers in my office who brought homemade food and ate it in our office kitchen. Usually I had my lunch at the local restaurant or cafe that was located around the office building. But this time I had to introduce this change in my habits and start taking homemade food for lunch at my work.
I got it.
Because I could control homemade food, it was not greasy and did not contain simple carbohydrates. Change number 12. Water and other drinks. I had to exclude soda and supermarket juices.
Wow.
They contain sugar inside. I drink coffee, tea and water. You have to drink a lot of water when you are dieting. Water is very important, but it's really very difficult to get yourself to drink 2 liters of pure water per day. It's not easy. Water has no taste, no smell, and it's not easy to drink it just because it's tasteless.
Are you sure?
And I found the way out. In my country, since childhood, everyone has been cooking fruit compotes. Every family always has some sort of fruit compote at home. My wife adds very little sugar to her fruit compote, approximately 12 tablespoons per 10-liter pot. And I mixed this compote with water in a ratio of about 1 to 10. So my water got some pleasant fruity flavor and color and almost did not contain any added sugar. It was a very good way out for me. Change number 13. Alcohol. Yes, alcohol. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I will probably shoot the separate video about dieting and alcohol. Now I will briefly say that I allow myself 150 grams of red wine 1 or 2 times per week. So that's all for today, guys. I hope this information was helpful to you. Now you know how I started losing my weight and what changes I introduced in my life. So thank you for watching my Reckless Couch Potato channel. Love yourself, learn yourself, change yourself, because anyone can be a hero, even a couch potato. Goodbye, guys.